Right, so for what it's worth, let's talk about Russell Brand, the weird, eccentric, kind of funny walking thesaurus that he is. Always thought he was really weird, but funny. Yes, I definitely think he's funny. I like his movies he's done, and for the last couple of years, I have been very much enjoying most of his content that he's been putting out on social media, YouTube and obviously Rumble. And what I particularly like about what he's done with partnering with Rumble is he'll give you about 15 minutes on YouTube, and he makes it very, very clear that the stuff they're about to talk about is a lot more juicy and will be censored by YouTube, so you're not allowed to see it there. So off your pop, mate, over to Rumble, and let's talk about the real things. And very clever. And the more people that do this, I think more and more large platforms should do something similar, where they give you a bit of a taste on YouTube and then over to Rumble, and let's help those guys out. But anyway, it's almost pointless talking about this because the battle lines have been drawn. We know what this group of people are going to think, and we know what this group of people are going to think. He was completely open about being an absolute dirty dog in his past, addicted to drugs and addicted to having sex with women. I always think that when people say they're a sex addict, it's a bit like, all right, so you just basically you got the opportunity to shack as many women as possible. Fill your boots, I suppose. But he's seen the error of his ways. He's cleaned his act up. He's obviously married, got a family life, and he does seem to be living a very wholesome, moral existence now. And he's remorseful about his past, and he's talked about it openly. And it's like, okay. I haven't even bothered reading any of the stories about it because it's a hit job. It's obvious it's a hit job. The big question is, how are the majority of people going to read this? So I said earlier, the battle lines have been drawn. There's going to be this group of people that have made up their mind now, okay, he's a rapist because that's what they tell me to think. And there's going to be an awful lot of people that just have, it's even more certain of how corrupt and biased the corporate controlled mainstream media is. Because if he was a lefty and was saying bad things about Trump, then there's no way this hit job would have happened. It's so obvious. So, how many people will this help? Because here's the point. I can change arms. Oh, that one's beginning to ache. Gen Zs. He's very appealing to Gen Zs, and I know this because I've worked with a few over the years. And the ones that are more awake, not woke, love him. They think he's brilliant, and he's getting all this really juicy information to them. And so they're not going to go back into the Matrix, are they? I wouldn't have thought. They're going to be fortified in their belief that the machine is corrupt and, got to come down, or just ignore it, and it might go away one day. If everyone stops listening to the mainstream media, then it ceases to exist effectively. So let's hope there's more like that, I guess. And for those that are sort of still anti him so much because of how he used to be, I would just say, do you think he's authentic, or do you think he's like putting on an act? I believe he's authentic. I really do. And I don't think as many people would gravitate to him if he wasn't, because people are craving for something authentic. Hence Joe Rogan, everyone, well, whatever, people don't, no one sort of thinks that Joe Rogan is putting on an act. And whether or not you disagree with how things he used to say and think, for the last few years, he's been spitting a lot of truth, and he's been waking a lot of people up. And if as many different strokes that can do that, then I don't care what they used to be like. If they're on your side now, and you believe them, then don't persecute them for how they used to be. Congratulate them for waking up and welcome them to your side, because we need as many people as possible here. So let's not let's not be, I don't know, the Puritans that they are on the left. Let's have all sorts of weird and wacky people, as long as they're saying good stuff. Then more power to them. Anyway, waffle. I don't know. Why does anyone ever listen to me? Anyway, I'll see you around, I suppose. Bye.